Hey everybody, my name is Willow Shire. I am an extraterrestrial experiencer, spiritual artist, and author. This video is going to be kind of about what I do. I haven't done one in a long time, and I was guided to kind of go over all the little aspects of the work that I do. So, first of all, my purpose in this life is to help people awaken to all realms of beings and realities and work with them from a loving heart space, how to connect with them, teaching people how to connect, how to embrace them, how to overcome fear, and that sort of thing. So we work with clients, and when I say we, I mean me and my divine team, my council, my guides, spirit guides, whatever you want to call them. We work with clients in helping them kind of embrace their authenticity, their authentic self, get into a loving heart space, and to enhance their journey so that they can communicate more with other beings, whether they be galactics, fairies, dragons, angels, inner earth beings, ocean beings, extraterrestrials, whatever words you want to use. We've probably worked with them in some capacity. And so part of how I do that is I do readings for one-on-one individual sessions where we do spirit art. And so some people get spirit art readings like something like this. This is one of my friends, To Clout, and we bring through the guides that are around them. So we bring through different images of beings around other people. These are some of my friends here. Blue Avian, this is a Tortugan, Fred, and then these are some client ones here that are within the past week or two. So we bring these through and kind of tell people like, hey, this is who's around you, here's how they want to help, and we give them little codes and things to help them connect with these beings on their own. They're called light codes. Light codes are energetic or physical representations of energy to help people connect or heal or do different, have different intentions. So that's part of my work. And then another part are the Divine Council transmissions. Now, Divine Council transmissions, I don't have a physical one with me. Actually, I might, but it's probably in the car. They are these really big projects for people where I go and channel for 2-3 weeks at a time. The most recent one brought through for a client 40 beings, almost a 40-page reading, and has sessions and energy to it. If I say that word Divine Council transmission and you feel nudged to learn more about it, please go to my website, awakenwithwillow.com. There are videos on it. It's a very extensive piece of energy work that helps people connect with all the realms of beings that are around them and gives them advice and information on how to prepare themselves for the next year to year and a half, how to move forward with their authenticity, to heal, to perform upgrades and different things that they need to do to advance their life and their purpose. The other thing I do, so you've seen kind of the more detailed artwork like this, which is more of a spirit guide reading that I do. The other thing that comes through are light codes. I do a lot of light codes that are kind of very playful and childlike. It's actually interesting that when I draw light codes, these physical representations of energy, my guides have me using good old Crayola child, what are these? Are these the big washable markers, is what they're called. And I have another set. They're marketed for kids, obviously. They're Crayola. So I've tried to use the high-end stuff. I like to draw detailed work, and so high-end fine art types of tools. Every time it comes back to use the Crayola that has the childlike energy into it. So when we do our light codes, we end up having stuff that comes out like this. This was a dolphin light code from the sea. We have the Sasquatch codes over here that I need to open, so you might hear me opening them. But, oh, these aren't the Sasquatch codes. These are the galactic codes. So these are, I can show you too, but they had Kunlai right on top, so I thought Sasquatch codes. So this is Kunlai, this is a Sasquatch, and this deck of Oracle light codes that I'm working on is called Willow Shire's Friends and Family, where I'm bringing through a bunch of different light codes of different galactics. Like this is Sabrina. She is a canine from Canis Minor or Major, I forget which, but a canine humanoid. This is Tovalt. He's a brownie that I lived with back in my old apartment. This one is Amaya. Oh yeah, Amaya. So this is Amaya, a goddess, yeah, goddess type energy. Forest god, forest goddess. And we have like space whale connections. And then Two Cloud I showed you earlier. So Two Cloud, this is how he showed up when we first drew him. That's kind of what he looks like. The feathers are more pushed back and he kind of has more of an eagle-esque look to him. But then his light code is here for the oracle deck I'm building. And those light codes are to help people connect and get downloads about their realms, their planets, their people, those types of things, to embrace those beings with love and light as they go on their journey. So the light code work is the kind of more childlike stuff that you'll see me post online. Like here's a jellyfish. Oh, here's a jellyfish light code. And those are all meant to help people energetically in different ways. Each one has a very different purpose. And so you'll find a lot of those on my Instagram profile, TikTok, that sort of thing, for free. And then I do a lot of free content on YouTube where I share my experiences, I share workshops, tips and tricks, all kinds of stuff, because my goal is to help people in a way that is of service, meaning that you don't have to pay me to find the information. So when people come to me and ask me a question like, how do I protect myself? I have a YouTube series on how you protect yourself and build your protective grid, your spiritual fortress. I have a series called Unleash Your Spirit that I had written as a book and is now a video series to break free and different ways to raise your vibration and become a more authentic version of yourself and a more spiritually aligned version of yourself. So I do a lot of that type of work that I try to post for free, along with reels every day or most days on, Instagram, TikTok, those sorts of things. And then I'm doing event work now too. So I'm a storytelling activator, which means that through telling the stories of my experiences, you are able to quantumly get into kind of the same space I was in when I experienced the experience, which means that you can gain activations and downloads from hearing the stories. So some of the workshops on YouTube, like the Dragon Workshop, the Fairy Workshop, they're the same thing, that tell the stories of me going through these different experiences. And through those experiences, you were able to receive activations and downloads and that sort of thing to help you on your journey. The Dragon Workshop was an amazing one where a lot of people started seeing their dragons shortly after that workshop and experiencing them. Same with the fairies and other ones that I do. But now I'm doing in-person events. So I have an event coming up in Kennett Square outside of Philadelphia on May 6th. Another one in St. James, New York, which I believe is May 4th. Mount Shasta is June 20th through 24th. I believe that's the dates. It's the solstice, it's the Lemurian Life Expo, and then I'm putting together a bunch more events to do in-person activations. So we'll be doing storytelling activations, meditations, and those sorts of things to help people experience more of these beings, because they're not to be feared. The fearful stories that you hear, the fearful realities that you hear, those are meant to keep you afraid and away from experiencing these beings. They're meant to keep you from accessing your authenticity and meant to keep you living in a state of fear. And that's the unfortunate part about how society's been built, is there's a lot of fear around a lot of this stuff, and I'm here to help you break free of that fear, to help you understand that, hey, just because something looks like this doesn't mean it's malicious, doesn't mean it's evil. It's actually, those beings that have been vilified are some of the most loving you will ever meet. And it's our job to embrace them so we can move forward and create a better future, create a new earth, so to speak, as is in the common definition of the term of what we're doing. As we're creating a new earth, we are literally creating heaven on earth. And that is part of my job, is helping people understand all the beings of earth and the galaxy so that they're not afraid to embrace them while creating this heaven on earth. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Love you all.